I was making racks, I was counting stacks. Every day I would try to figure out how this shit would last. I was always think about your whole damn past. When didn't she think about that same nigga that would make it crash? You a fucking goof, I in this whole spoof. Never understand how them and them got in this whole loop. That's if you said we forever, is that the real truth? Can't say that and going off that nigga in his damn shoes. Beep boop bop, beep boop, beep boop bop, beep beep bop, wop drop. Beep boop bop.
And we are back, y'all, with another episode. I believe this is episode 6 or 5. Look, as I told y'all, I don't keep up. I low-key forgot. Anywho, welcome again to all my listeners from wherever you are listening from. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube. It was Anchor.fm, but now they changed, I think, Spotify for podcasters now. Wherever you are listening, iHeartRadio, thank you for listening. I make no money doing this yet, but however, things happen. Anyway, y'all, today's topic, if you can't tell by the title, is Lost Generation. Now, I touched a little bit on this. I touched a little bit on it. On the last episode when I was discussing truths coming out 2024. And as I stated, there's a lot of truth that's been coming out, and that's for almost everybody. I don't know now why. Why now? I didn't expect it to come out the way I kind of predicted it. Sorry, I'd hit the mic, but it did. It happens. Things happen and people happen. So anyway, y'all, this episode is actually about Lost Generation. For the sake of, now mind you, I'm only 27, 6 and a half, turning 27 within the next couple months after this episode airs. But nevertheless, this generation, for us to be the new adults, we are lost. It's like everything's a trend, or it's a competition, or we're after something, or we doing what's popular. I'm not, and look, if I say we, believe me, I'm not talking about all of us, okay? Some of us actually are on the right track. I know a number of us that's on the right track, doing the right thing, doing exactly what needs to be done to get to wherever we want to be. Nevertheless, though, you got that other group that's just involved in BS and trends and all that. We are a completely lost generation. We don't know how to communicate. We don't know how to be friends. We don't know how to be adults, almost. And at this rate, we're going. And again, I say we, but I don't mean all of us, okay? Because I'm damn sure not on that track. But just saying for us to be grown up with some of the things we grew up with. And think about this: the internet for us wasn't as big yet versus the kids now. Okay, it was cute. It was kind of getting big, but it wasn't as big now. The internet has a lot to do with that. Versus like our parents or some of us, our siblings, or grandparents. Versus what they came up with, they had a lot more. I'm gonna be honest, okay? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. They had a lot more fun than we are having now. Okay, don't get me wrong. Now everybody here, everybody works and they complain or whatever. They complain because they gotta go to work. They complain. I understand not everybody wants to go to work, and I get that. That trust me, I gotta go tomorrow, but I'm not gonna sit here and complain about it. Shoot, I found things and people I like to work with, and work with and do about, etc., etc. But nevertheless, though, this generation is lost. This is kind of what kind of made me realize it. Up until my grandmother died, I hang around a lot of old people. I did. I can hang around anybody. I can hang around old people. I can hang around young people. I can hang around white people. I can hang around blacks. I can hang around Chinese. I can hang around Hispanics. I can hang around some Muppets for all I care. Nevertheless, I can be around a culturally diverse group of people. Okay, and I can relate to, correlate, all that. Okay, believe me, I can. But I realized that they had more fun than that. Like They didn't have internet back then. They didn't have all these. Now look, there was a lot of racism, then. There was a lot of, I mean, there was drama, but not as much now as it was then. And back then, it wasn't like young people passing away either. Then, more so now, it's a lot of young people. Like, and look, it's all around us, old and new. I mean, everybody gotta go sometimes, but still, like, sheesh, like, that's a lot. But nevertheless, though, this, like, okay, so I think I was in a conversation a couple so months ago, earlier this year, or whatever, right? And they were discussing how, and again, it was a group of old people, or whatever, and I mean old as in, like, if I say old people, I mean like anybody born from like whoever's alive from 1930 something to about 19, I say 80, close to 1990. I'll say that. 92 is kind of pushing it, but let's go with that. But nevertheless, though, right? I was in this group and they were discussing how fun they had by little simple things. I don't think this world now has a lot of simple things that our my generation can be appreciative of at all. They don't have that here. Like they have like we have like we had the internet to distract us. But back then there was no internet. There wasn't. They had television, and at that time it was a tool. Television was like a tool, and it was used to educate you and entertain you, and you didn't get, and you weren't necessarily like they had that. They didn't have phone. They had phones, but you had to like dial up, and there was a phone bill and all this. It was a phone bill, and it was like like connected, all that mess. Then or something like that. They had pagers. They had cassette tapes. They had records, VHS tape. I love personally. I'm glad I did grow up in that time where there were VHS tapes and cassette tapes and CDs. Records, I think, kind of just came out maybe a couple years back, but I think they were kind of like out. They weren't really out then. But either way, wait, these were all like simple things they had, and they had fun with it. The music then too was a little different because you could dance to mess like the Temptations in the club, Candyman in the club. Think about these songs now that we kind of listen to. A new edition, you could dance to that in the club. Versus generation now, trap music. That's what we gotta have. Generation, I mean trap music, and it's the same damn beat in each and every song. Whether you're a female or a male, you got the same damn beat, that sound, and then some mess come right after it. It's the same thing. Always, always, same thing. Like change it, do something different. But nevertheless, this generation too, they like to party, they like to drink. That's all they do. They don't like to go out and experience shit. Sorry, look, I don't care much. Listen, I'm pushing 30. Okay, my show is not censored whatsoever. Ever, and I'm sorry. Eventually, maybe some point it will if it gets picked up by something real. Until then, this generation don't like to do shit. They don't like to do nothing. They don't like to go and like understand. Now look, don't get me wrong, okay? A party is fun. I get that. But I mean when it's like all the freaking time, dog. All the time? You gotta go to a club every weekend? You gotta drink every day, every weekend? Your liver is gonna be messed up. And I hate to say that, but it is. That's the truth. Your liver is going to be messed up. I know some people like that where they drink and party. They turn up in a club on a Tuesday. Like you don't have nothing real, no bill. And then again, everybody I'm thinking of is low-key younger than me. So, but still, nevertheless, like this. Look, us now it's like everything is becoming a trend. Like they have kids now. Don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with parenthood. Okay, I did not say that. If you became a parent, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, nothing wrong. What I mean by it is this. Okay, it's how they're becoming parents. It's like it's a trend to become a parent. It's like every time you turn around, look on social media, it's like they're becoming parents. You can't go a week without somebody being pregnant, and it's a trend. And these are young too. They're like 20. Well, now they're getting younger, like 16 or some shit like that. 16 and older. And like I said, nothing wrong with being a parent. The point is how you're becoming a parent. How they become a parent. Nobody is being a parent to be a parent or because they want to. They're becoming a parent based off of oopsie. And that's your own damn oopsie, okay? Be real. I mean, it is. It's your damn oopsie. Some of us, now not all of us, now some of us are ready to be parents, and some of us become parents ready to be parents. I know parents like that too, who were ready to be parents, and when they had their kids, it wasn't like a surprise. Well, it was a surprise, but at the same time, they were ready. They were prepared. They taught their kid. They teach rather their kids stuff. Unless like the rest of the kids now, they like look. All they like is YouTube, Minecraft, TikTok. That's all they like. And I know that because I work with kids. I work at Life Touch. Okay, I see kids all day long. That's why I don't want kids of my own. But social media has an influence on this generation too, and it's it's kind of getting bad because it's going to the kids too. Now these kids now I okay now mind you I'm not that much. Oh okay look, 10 plus years older is a little is kind of a bit of a gap. 20 years something older is a bit of a gap, but nevertheless though these kids don't know things. These kids don't know like okay so when I was at work right I used to bring a prop. That kind of stopped now just because what I'm getting ready to tell you. And then also why I should, but then what I'm getting ready to tell you why I stopped. The reason I stopped is because of this. I would bring a prop for the preschoolers and the elementary kids. I work with pre-K all the way up to 12th grade, okay? Pre-K during the spring, kindergarten through 11th during the spring too, and seniors during the summer and the winter and all that too. But nevertheless, I work with a bunch of kids. That's the point, okay? They're all kids to me. But nevertheless, this is it. Okay. How it happened was this. I would bring a prop to the schools or whatever. Whichever school I'm at. It didn't matter. I had Mickey Mouse, I had Cookie Monster, I had Big Bird, and somebody else at one point, but nevertheless, they know the Ninja Turtles by all means. Which I don't know how, but so be it. The kids now don't know who SpongeBob is. They don't know who Big Bird is they kind of know Mickey Mouse, but nevertheless, they don't know who these are. Back then, for us, those are like people. For us, like they were real. Kids now don't want to be that. They don't want to be like a Ninja Turtle. They don't want to go off and like look. People like that then inspired us to be something in our future, like the Cheetah Girls. They would be the dancers for kid or girls now. They would want to be a cheetah girl. They want to be a dancer. Dudes, they want to be Spider-Man, Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, etc. They would want to be whoever it is they want to be. These kids now don't want to do that. And again, that's partly our fault. Social media has a lot of influence on us. Okay, and again, I say us and we because, I mean, unfortunately, I'm a part of this generation. Y'all don't know how to have no damn fun. Like the conversation I had mentioned earlier, they were discussing how they would just go out in a car, or whatever. And mind you, the thing about the 80s, you've seen pictures of the 80s and the early 90s where they would sit in cars and just have conversations, sit on a rooftop and talk. They would go to the movies for fun. And then after the movie, sit out late at night for fun. They had VHS cameras with footage. Think of the aesthetics then, or whatever. Like, think about mess like that. Nobody likes to do shit like that. No more. All they like to do is nothing. They just like to party. They like to sit. They like to party and drink. Your liver's gonna be messed up. They like to twerk. Like, no, don't get me wrong, okay? I'm a guy. I like a girl, okay? That's all I do. Okay? Nope, not gonna say that. But still, nevertheless, okay. Now am I down in that? Low key, yes I am. Because that's all y'all do. Y'all don't like to have like what kind of made me upset about it was it, and I had my friend kind of help me realize this too. And nobody has like motivation anymore. Nobody wants to do anything where they are comfortable where they are. And oh, I'm sorry, y'all. They are comfortable where they are, and that's not a good thing to be comfortable where. Don't look if you. I mean, it's not, but at the same time, like I think it's also because I see so much more in people, and then they don't see it, and that's kind of where I mess up at. Which is why I kind of don't care. If that my focus is primarily on about 7 people. Actually, to take away 2 because they kind of grown. Like 5, 6 people. I left one out. Nevertheless, and they grown. They do what they do, but still, only a couple people I see that damn I see something in, okay? And it happens or whatever. But this generation is so fucking lost, man. Like, y'all don't let them do nothing. They're gonna be bums for the rest of their lives. They gonna be bums, and y'all gonna be. It's in here. Here, trust me now. Trust and believe this, okay? You might not think about it now. You might be hurt by the words I just said, and so be it. I'm sorry if I did hurt you, okay? But nevertheless, you can be so much more, but y'all choose not to be. Y'all would rather sit here in a comfortable spot or whatever, working some dead end ass job, doing the same shit over and over and over again. Quit that job, go to another dead end ass job. Quit that job, go to another dead end ass job. Like I said, yet y'all thinking too short term. That's another element too. Y'all think too short term. Like you think like okay, like even if it comes to dudes and girls or whatever, right? You think it's too short term, too shit, too short term. I'm sorry, y'all. Too short term, as in like, you know what? I'm gonna mess with this dude for a little bit and blah blah blah. That's why. That's why also the dating scene is really messed up. It's really funked up for this generation. That's why there's a lot of us out here single. There's a lot of us out here stuck with a damn child. I'm sorry, stuck with a child. I mean, either way, stuck, and then the dad and mom done went off somewhere and making a whole nother family or repeating his same mistakes. You stuck, and your dreams are put on hold because of a child or whatever. And as I said, that doesn't go with everybody. I promise it don't. Okay, but you think about it. That's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. Now your dreams on hold, and you got to go and take care of this or work again some dead end ass job that you don't like. Okay, don't get me wrong. As I said, I don't ever clown people because of where they work and all that. Because everybody has to get money how they get it. What I mean by that is you can do so much more. Y'all just choose not to. Y'all would rather sit in these comfortable positions where there's no opportunities for you, where there's nothing but drama and liquor and a party. That is all y'all like. That is all this generation like. And it's the same thing. And it's gonna be real sad when y'all get older and don't know how to do some of this shit that you're supposed to learn. I got friends now, and I mean they're guy friends too, that don't know what a flathead is, Phillip head, screwdrivers now. They don't know what those are. Or like they choose to not like learn shit, and that's lost. That's a lost generation. Kind of sad, in a sense. Makes you appreciate how your parents have raised you or whatever. And think about this too, y'all. It all starts with a dream. Okay, the real adventures in life start with a dream. That's all you need. If you want to be a veterinarian, go. It's a dream. If you want to be an artist, it's a dream. Okay, it all starts with a dream. You want to be a car mechanic, that's fine too. It's a dream. A race car, driver, a dancer, teacher, which is teacher. As I said, anything that you want to be, you could be an architect or whatever, hair designer, etc. Yeah. It all starts with a dream, but people now, generation now, do not have dreams. They just do the trend or whatever. Look at social media. Everybody wants to be a damn influencer. That's not exactly how I see myself. I see myself more so as a content creator. In fact, my degree is in interactive media, which is another point. There's nothing wrong with not having a college degree either. College isn't for everybody, and as I kind of went into college, I kind of see that in a sense, and nothing wrong with that. Okay, there's absolutely positively nothing wrong with that. Just saying, y'all a lost generation. Y'all don't know how to have no real fun. If I tell my friends now, let's go to the beach. I'm talking about, sorry, let's go to the beach, and I mean pack up a bag, get in my car, and I just say don't pay for gas. You don't have to pay for gas. Hop in the car. They would not hop in my damn car. They won't because they got to sit here. They got to think about it. They're tired. They have no motivation to do it. Let alone if I done it with somebody else. Hey, you cannot say I didn't offer it to you. Okay, that's why I tend not to bring nobody that's not adventurous. Nobody that's not gonna complain. Nobody who's open minded. Cause this generation here is closed damn minded. They're closed minded. They don't want to do nothing. They want to eat in the same place. They want to go to the same place, same party, blah, blah, blah. Don't get me. I mean, look, same thing over and over again. There's so much more in life, and y'all choose not to see it. They choose not to see it. They choose not to do it. And you know what? That is a y'all thing. Because me, personally, listen, I got a dream. And dreams up. And I'm going to chase my damn dreams till I can't chase them no more. Until I can reach and touch them, pull them down, and make them a reality. I'm gonna keep going, okay? Because I refuse to be like the rest of this lost generation. And as the days keep progressing, you can see it on our kids. That's why these kids now. I work with kids now. I'm telling y'all this. That's why these kids now don't know ABCs. They can't tell me their. They cannot tell me their first name. They cannot tell me their last name. Well, some first, some last, some both. Some sit right there. They look at me like they don't know their name or whatever. And it's not the way I say it. It's not the way I do any of that. I'd be like, what's your name? And they don't know their name. They can't spell their names either because we used to have to type on the computer their last name. I had to pure go ask the teacher what their names are, which is not a good thing or whatever. Parents now should be teaching their kids. Instead, they are doing what's trendy. They're dressing them and all this other shit, and giving them phones and tablets instead of a book, or a workbook, or cars, or teaching educational elements. I understand times change versus us learning through TV and VHS tapes, and when internet was kind of starting, they have TikTok and YouTube. Don't get me wrong; those are great teaching elements. 'Cause I learned things as an adult, like photo shoots and all that mess. I learned that now through TikTok and YouTube. But at the same time, I'm grown too, so there's a lot of things. I know my damn ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Okay, these kids now could not tell you that. They can't add. And it starts at home. Everything now I'm saying starts at home. Okay? Starts right at the damn house. That means if you don't have patience to teach your kids, okay, that's short term. But in the long run, you're going to see when your child has to be held back, they don't graduate no time soon, or on time with their friends and all that. If their friends even progress, because it's in the same generation, as I said, you're going to see it. Y'all think too short term. Think long term. Even in relationships, think long term. You want to go and mess with this dude and that dude and that dude this? Okay, cool. Or that girl and that girl there? Okay, cool. And when you end up with a baby, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing, because I hope the system gets you too. I really do. I hope the system gets you. you, and that'll teach you a whole lesson. Because you're going to, one day, if nothing I'm saying now makes no sense, if this episode don't get nothing but one view, I do know this. One day it's going to make sense to you. And then you're going to be like, oh, the one he thought was right. He was right about that. And I know that. I don't like to be right because to be right, sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I was right. That don't make me happy. The point is, if I'm right, and I don't, and look, I mean that in no cocky way whatsoever. I mean that as in, look, I see it. I see things, okay? Trust me. You don't have to believe me now. Everything I see is almost spiritual. Almost everything I see spiritual now. Every little thing I see as spiritual. Trust and believe that. But as I said, not everybody is gonna listen. Continue being lost. I'm trying to help somebody here. Listen, go be all that you can be. Those of us that aren't parents, and I mean that because I'm sorry if our kids are old enough to go and do. Cause listen, personally, I can't be no parent. I'm great with kids. I'm a big kid myself, but still, I can't be a parent. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of motivation. That's a lot of dedication. You think about it, and I've seen some unhappy parents too. They got to go here. They got to take their kid here, take them there, do that, do this, go to this game, go to that game. That's a lot of work, and I'm not fit for that because personally, I'm adventurous, and I don't like to be stopped by nothing. Not even a damn girl could stop me or whatever. In fact, for the most part, she would do shit with me. Otherwise, she's stayed right at the house where she should, as she should be. And I don't mean this by men. Sorry, I don't mean this by men doing this and women doing this. This to certain jobs and all that, or none of that, man. I don't mean that by none of that. I mean y'all are lost. This generation is so lost. Y'all don't pick up not the same generations before kids that grew up with Mr. Rogers and LeVar Burton and all them are the same ones who are out here messing up the damn world. I'm gonna be real. Y'all are messing it up. Like you learned nothing. Like you learned absolutely positively nothing. Y'all sit here, drama and party, and I mean look, that's y'all. But as I say, y'all think too short term. Everything y'all do is short term. You gotta think long term when you doing something. Think the future. Look ahead. That's the point. Look ahead of yourself. Short term is cool if you out on vacation. Yeah, that's fine. Short term then. When you doing everyday life, long term, that matters. But see, none of this terminology means anything to y'all. Absolutely nothing. And it's not going to register to much later. Now, if I keep going on and on, then I'll probably end up pissy. So I'm not. That's why I'm going to probably end this episode here. But until then, I appreciate everybody that does listen to this show. And notice, I don't try to be mean to anybody. I just try to teach. And sometimes I teach in a whole different way, aspect, or whatever. But hey, I'm trying to teach. I'm trying to help somebody. And if that's so wrong, then hey, so be it. I don't want to be right. Okay. Anywho, y'all continue to listen to the podcast. We are available on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcast. God. Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart Radio, and right here. I mean, and on YouTube too. So I'm like, oh yeah, keep up with me on social media at Waddy Richardson, both on Instagram and TikTok, and then also the broadcasting production company. That's a Rap. I'm sorry, at That's a Rap _studios. Right to me if you have any requests, you want to be a guest, don't matter. If you have a problem with the episode, hey, write to me because we can go at it. That works for me too. But until then, I will catch y'all on the next episode. Y'all stay tuned, stay safe, chase your dreams. Nothing wrong with it at all. Continue to do what's right. Do what's right and be right. Okay, yo.
I was making racks, I was counting stacks. Every day I would try to figure out how this shit would last. I was always think about your whole damn past. Wondering she think about that same nigga that would make it crash. You a fucking goof, I was in this whole spoof. Never understand how them and them got in this whole loop. That's if you said we forever, is that the real truth? Can't say that and going off that nigga in his damn shoes. Beep boop bop, beep boop, beep boop bop, beep beep bop, wop drop. Beep boop bop, beep dee dop.